This mind map explores the biological building blocks of the mind. So I've split this map into two, the gene side on this left side and the brain communication on the right side. So starting with the genes, we've got the building blocks here, the genes, which is used to build the person essentially, which links down here to the genotype, which is the blueprint of the person. So this is the instruction represented by this instruction manual here, which is used to build the proteins, which then become the phenotype, which is the finished product. So the physical traits that we can actually see in a person, such as the hair or their skin color and things like that, which I've represented with this little Lego person. I've put this part here, what influences genes, because genes are not a fixed thing and they can actually be influenced by different things. So two main things here, heritability, which is the variation in a trait within a population. So that's represented by these different little people here. And then the environment, so represented by the on-off switch. So genes, this represents the idea that genes can be switched on or off. So depending on the environment, it's influencing how genes are expressed and actually doesn't change the DNA sequence itself. On this right side here, we've got brain communication. So we've got the main brain cells here, the neurons, with all of the different sections of the neuron, and synapse here. So in this synaptic cleft here, which is how these neurons communicate with each other, we've got the cleft and then the little neurotransmitters which jump from neuron to neuron through these vesicles. So I've represented this as a little mailman here because he's delivering these important hormones or these important messages from the brain, from the central nervous system here all the way down into the peripheral nervous system. So here I've represented the peripheral nervous system, PNS, and the CNS communicating with each other. However, it's only the PNS which then communicates with the rest of the body. So we've got the parasympathetic nervous system, which is that rest and digest, calm, homeostasis, and then we've got the sympathetic nervous system, which is the one that sends those messages to the different body parts like the heart and the limbs and the brain to get you out of that scary situation there. Here I've also added, importantly, neuroplasticity, which is a huge part of development and also especially in those early years when that blueprint's being put into action and those that body is being made, and also very heavily influenced by environment too. So neuroplasticity represents that brain's ability to prune and change brain structures depending on the environment and what the person is subjected to.